Doug, any surprises in what you heard?
Surprising, no. This had been widely flagged in advance. I mean, you could say that perhaps we were waiting to hear what the exact wording would be, but there were no ground earth-shattering.
You said before the show, you said, watch out, let's see what the balance is.
Will be. Well, listen, the only real reference that he made to the Palestinians at the end was "God bless the Palestinians" in his final closing remarks. So if you're looking for balance, this was a very. It would be hard to listen to the speech and interpret it as anything but, in a sense, tipping the scales, if you will, towards the Israeli camp, the Israeli side on this issue. That is just a purely factual reading of this speech from what he said. There's an inherent contradiction at the heart of this speech, and it would be hard to listen to it and hear anything else out of it. He says on the one hand that the United States is not taking any position on final status issues. And yet at the very same time, the entire essence of this speech, the entire raison d'etre, if you will, of this speech, is to recognize Jerusalem as the capital of Israel. So you can argue that for a large audience listening to this speech tonight, presumably a lot of the regional leaders that had warned against the consequences of such a move, especially the Palestinians, probably all of them, if not the vast majority of them, essentially listening to the speech tonight will have now had confirmed and validated what they feared this move would mean. And that is essentially that the United States, by reneging on this longstanding policy of leaving Jerusalem, which is the thorniest, most emotionally charged issue in the Israeli-Palestinian peace process, by essentially reneging on that policy and declaring Jerusalem as the capital of Israel, is essentially abdicating its role as a fair and honest broker in any eventual peace deal between the Israelis and the Palestinians. Obviously, Donald Trump was clear to say that's not his intent. He was very clear. He spelled it out, saying this is not a departure from our commitment to search for peace. But the fact is, many people listening to this speech tonight, and almost, I would suspect, just about every Palestinian listening to the speech tonight would interpret this and see this as very much a U.S. president taking sides in favor of Israel and basically compromising America's ability to now sit behind that table and basically be able to keep the trust of the Palestinian negotiators at that table.